everybody, it's Keith. I'm back with an update on my high tibial osteotomy progress. It's been over 3 years for me, and I'm making this video for those of you who are waiting for surgery and maybe it's just around the corner and you're wondering about what to expect. For those of you who've had the surgery and you're just being allowed to weight bear again, and you're frustrated and you're wondering why does your knee hurt more than it did before the surgery. And then for those of you that are in the same boat I'm in, you're past the acute stage of post-surgery and you're trying to regain as much function as you can. So to start with, if you're getting the surgery, don't worry. These people are experts that are going to do it. Just take the painkillers, don't try to be tough, and rest. And you can't speed it up. The first 6 weeks, I did my best to speed up the healing process. I did red light therapy, I took a bunch of supplements, meditated, visualized. I went back after 6 weeks, the guy said the leg wasn't healing very well. So fact was, I was being careless with weight bearing. You cannot put a lot of weight on your leg while that bone's trying to heal. So be patient. I actually had a huge infection in my leg that slowed me down. Just take it easy. I know it's hard because if you're like me, you probably come from a background where you're used to being an all-out go-getter, and it's tough. It is tough initially, but it's worth it, because I guess the reason I'm doing the video on this beach is because prior to the surgery 3 years ago, I couldn't even walk from one end of the beach to the other. Now, I just finished every day. I promised myself, we've been here for 3 weeks. I'm doing 6 kilometers of walking on the beach every single day in hopes to strengthen up my calf. Now that's the tricky thing, and somebody warned me about this before the surgery. They said the most difficult thing will be to get your plantar flexor strong again. And that's your calf muscle, right? What helps you come up on your toes. And it's still better, but that calf still hasn't caught up, and I've been doing calf raises, seated calf raises, running the sand. The more I work on my calf and my tibialis anterior muscle, the better my knee feels, okay? I just think there's so much neglect that we give our calf muscles, and those of us who are part of the Crooked Leg Club, right? Welcome to the Crooked Leg Club. We can't get away with having weak calves, okay? We've got to make sure our calf on this side and our tibialis anterior, our dorsiflexors, are wickedly strong, and it will pay off. You'll really be able to tell the difference with how much your knee hurts, okay? Now, my knee is in good shape now. Like, I can squat all the way down. I don't have a lot of cartilage in this knee, and I don't have an ACL. So I'm just thankful that I can run and walk up and down this beach in the soft sand without any pain. Now, if I want to elicit pain in my knee, all I have to do is do that same distance on pavement with running shoes on. Even with the Hokas, the thick running shoes, excessive running really doesn't agree with my knee. I can tell for days after it's stiff. Sometimes it swells up. Like I said, I don't have a lot of cartilage in this knee. The day will come where I probably need a knee replacement, but for now I can do everything I want. I miss running dearly, but I can get the same fix of running on sand that I could before when I'd run outside. It takes me about an hour to do 3 or 4 miles on the beach, and I'm just thankful that I can walk down the street with my wife now and my knee doesn't cause me extreme pain. That was my main goal for the surgery. Now, a lot of people ask me about doing plyometrics and balance exercise and all this kind of stuff. Like I said, anything that creates a lot of impact on your knee probably will aggravate it. If you're lucky enough to have cartilage still in your knee and they're doing this as a preventative, absolutely do whatever you want. But if you're like me and they did the surgery because I was bone on bone in the medial aspect, I'm not going to push it because I know that I only have so much cartilage left and I want to preserve what I have left. So now, as far as sensation goes, I get a lot of questions about sensation around the incision site. It wasn't until they took the plate out over almost 2 years after the surgery that my sensation is starting to return to normal. And it was weird. I can rub that bone now and it feels relatively normal, but for the longest time, it felt like pins and needles. It felt terrible. And the circulation in this foot is starting to normalize. It took, honestly, a couple of years for the the circulation to come back in this leg. Like if I wore socks, I'd have a dent in my leg around here. So like I said, I started training my calves really seriously only a couple months ago. So I wish I would have started sooner. But anyway, learn the lesson from my mistake. Just start working on your calves as soon as you can start weight bearing. The other thing that helped me a great deal